General Hospital sees a leak for you that ties into Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, going completely off the rails and doing something horrific this week to Ava Jerome, Maura West, that possibly also involves her daughter, Avery Jerome Corinthos, Ava, and Grace Scarola. General Hospital. Kristina's unhinged behavior and vendetta against Ava. All right. So we've seen Kristina becoming increasingly unhinged for a while now. And of course, it was an absolute tragedy that she went through that metro court window while raging at Ava. She almost died. She lost her baby, absolutely understandable for Kristina to be caught up in grief. That is a loss she'll never get over. But a jury decided Ava wasn't at fault, that it was an accident. And Kristina 100% knows it was an accident. And she lied when she said Ava pushed her. I've shown you guys the pictures here, you've seen the clips. I've even shown you the clips. We've seen Kristina having flashbacks. And even if you hate Ava, she just didn't push her. And Kristina has been basically gaslighting herself to convince herself that the lie is the truth because she can't face the facts that her actions played a part in the baby's death. General Hospital. Kristina hold the line. Certainly, Ava had a part in it. But Kristina has a share of the blame too. And it was just this unfortunate circumstance. And viewers saw that Ava didn't push her. But Kristina has to stick with the lie really because otherwise, she loses credibility with her family. But even so, nobody else really blames Ava, not even Kristina's parents, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. So once again, we've got Kristina headed down a questionable path. She pushed the issue of being the surrogate and the egg donor for Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, so they could have a family. And then after they agreed, got excited, Kristina changed her mind and decided to keep the baby. Then, once the baby died after she fell from Ava's window, her decision was to some extent a moot point because the baby was gone. General Hospital. Kristina comes clean. But it still enraged Molly and TJ when Kristina admitted that she did plan to keep the baby that was meant for them. And all that broke up Molly and TJ. So it's soapy and messy. And then after the jury acquitted Ava in the baby's death. And Kristina has been systematically just unraveling over the last few months. And she got really invested in Ava and Sonny's custody issues over Avery. She took it personally when it wasn't up to Kristina what Sonny and Ava decided. They were the parents, but from there, everything just intensified, and Kristina can't let go of her vendetta against Ava, and it's only been getting worse. General Hospital. Ava's provocative behavior and Kristina's mental state to be fair. Anytime that Ava sees Kristina, she is pushing her buttons. Ava seems to enjoy getting in Kristina's face, playing innocent, but provoking her, which is terrible behavior but also very typical of Ava Jerome. Losing her baby, Adela, whose name, of course, was supposed to be Irene, has Kristina teetering on the edge of what feels like some sort of big mental health breakdown. And it all comes to a head this week with a stunning act of sabotage that may actually tie nicely into a leak that we got a few weeks back that we haven't talked about till now. General Hospital spoilers. Kristina's car crash plot and potential kidnapping. So in this week's promo, there's Kristina wanting to see Ava punished. If you remember, Kristina said she wasn't going to let Ava have Avery in her life since she can't have baby Adela in her life. Then this week, Ava and Kristina are back to bickering. And things take a very nasty turn. And not just a turn, but things take a really sharp turn. Like right into a big old tree with a serious car crash, because with Kristina on the warpath, she does a very, very bad thing. In this week's GH promo, Kristina vows Ava has to be stopped. I have to stop her. And Kristina gets out a pair of pliers, snippers, something looks like she cuts the brake lines on Ava's car. 'Cause the promo shows the car careening, crashing, and a scream. And that's not Kristina screaming. Sounds like Ava. Also, in the promo, we have Ava pulling a move from the Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott book of Very Bad Deeds. Ava is at Sunny's place, and he has one of his heart spells while she's there. Ava sees he needs the bottle of pills, but she is withholding them from Sunny. Now, I wonder if Ava is there because Sunny tried to stop her from seeing Avery. That, we'll have to wait and see why exactly that Ava is tormenting Sunny. But to the Tracy Quartermain playbook, do you long watchers remember when Edward Quartermain, John Ingle, was having a heart spell and about to die? And Tracy wouldn't let him have his life-saving pill until he signed some documents she wanted him to? So we'll see if Kristina finds Sunny in a cardiac spell and realizes Ava tried to let her dad die. Or Sunny may tell Kristina about it later, or what Kristina does may be unrelated to the Sunny and Ava thing. But either way, Kristina is over the edge with Ava this week. Leaked General Hospital spoilers, Kristina's breakdown, and Avery's fate. Now let's talk about the leak I got that may fit into the twisted storyline coming in the next few days. A source that we get stuff from that has a pretty decent track record with leaks handed this one out. It was part of a series of, I think, 4 items that were leaked, and the other 3 that came with it all turned out to be absolutely true. So I'm going to share this one with you. And then we will all wait to see if what they leaked about Kristina also turns out to be true. So the leak says Kristina has a total breakdown, snatches Avery because she thinks she needs to protect her from Ava. And that's kind of in line with Kristina's recent behavior. General Hospital leak. Ava in danger? She's convinced Ava is a danger to Avery, doesn't want her to see the kid again. And the leaker also mentions that Kristina has a complete break with reality and starts calling Avery by the dead baby's name, Adela, which sounds like something Kristina might do if she's completely off her rocker. So I'm interested to see if this leak is going to weave into the cut-break storyline and the car crash twist that we've got coming this week. Avery could be in the car when Ava crashes, and Kristina grabs her from the scene of the crime and takes off and hides with her in one of Sunny's safe houses, or Ava may crash. And when Kristina is suspected, she may panic, grab Avery, head for the hills. General Hospital. Consequences and potential outcomes for Kristina. Clearly, something's got to give in this Kristina storyline. She needs serious therapy. I don't know why Alexis and Sunny haven't gotten her some top-notch, intense psychiatric care for her post-traumatic stress and these grief issues. But once Alexis and Sunny find out Kristina tried to murder Ava, maybe that'll be a wake-up call for her parents. I can't see Kristina being a functional human with all this hate festering in her heart. And if there's any chance she could be arrested, a visit to Shady Brook may keep her out of prison. Alexis can try and broker a deal claiming Kristina had a mental break and wasn't in control of her actions, and Sunny could even cut a deal with Ava if she doesn't press for prison. General Hospital. Devious deeds cause devastation. He may not like it, but it's better than Kristina winding up in Pentonville. So things heat up this week as Ava realizes her brakes are out, and she crashes. And we'll see how grievously she's injured. From there, we'll watch closely to see what Kristina does. The official spoilers for this week say she regrets the decision she made, and that may be to cut the brake lines. But that also still leaves room for the info in the leak to happen on General Hospital. So will Kristina grab Avery after nearly killing Ava and run off while spiraling out of control and truly believe this is her dead daughter, Adela? Maybe we'll see.